has introduced legislation to make it easier for left-wing activists to sue police officers. We must do this, Senator Braun explained, in part because Rayshard Brooks' death was egregious.
I wanted to put a template out there that protects law enforcement from frivolous lawsuits, but holds the egregious departments and individuals accountable in these egregious, instances of a George Floyd, a Rayshard Brooks, a Breonna Taylor.
In case you suspect we somehow selectively edited that clip, here's Republican Senator Braun going all the way in endorsing Black Lives Matter.
You support the Black Lives Matter movement?
I support that movement because it's addressing an inequity that has not been solved, from a grassroots level.
After a segment on Thursday, Senator Braun asked to come on this show to detail his position. Of course, we're happy to have him. Senator Braun, thanks so much for coming on. Before I ask you about qualified immunity and your attempts to water it down, I was very surprised by that endorsement that you gave on camera of Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter has, of course, called for the murder of police officers. Why do you support it, and are there any other race-specific revolutionary movements that you support?
Well, Tucker, thanks for having me on in the first place. I know when you came out, and I like it when somebody does challenge, especially something like this, when you're talking about changing something that's been around for a while. And Tucker, I come from Main Street. Your viewers are my supporters, and I've got one of the most conservative records. No, that's true. You have to check with them, just like I checked with the Indiana State Police, Indiana Sheriff's Association. Return to Order Police spent over an hour with them last week to make sure I wasn't off base. And here's where I come from.
I'm sorry. I'm confused really quick. Hold on. You're off base in your support of Black Lives Matter, your endorsement that you just gave? Have you read their website, or are you in favor of abolishing the nuclear family? What do you support exactly?
No, not at all.
What does that mean?
I support anybody that does have a grievance to be able to air it. And that's it. That doesn't mean all lives don't matter.
Sweetener, not sugar, not bad for you. Doesn't give you the diabetes. Doesn't fuck with you like aspartame does. Some people don't like the taste of it, but I like it. And the fact that I can get away with it, or I can drink it, I know there's no sugar at all. I like it a lot.
Are they a sponsor? Are we doing a plug right now?
No, it's just a plan.
So if I don't like it, I could say, I don't know about this stuff.
Okay. We don't even sell it.
So
I'm a fan of it.
So here's my theory on coffee, and I think this is true. If coffee wasn't around, and I discovered it,
right,
and I sat you and Jamie down, and I slid a cup across the table, go try this, guys. I want $50,000 from both of you. I'm going to build this coffee empire. Taste this. You go, you're out of your mind. You want to give me $1. And I go, no. Not only am I going to sell this for a profit, I'm going to put sprinkles in it. I'm going to put it in a fancy cup. I'm going to mix whipped cream on top and sell it at 300% profit. You can shake up. Just out.
I'll tell you, well, maybe, a very small niche market, maybe. It's not like it's going to be everywhere. It's not bad, right?
Yeah.
Stevia is good.
It's not bad.
It's got like a little bit of a bitterness to it. It doesn't taste as good as sugar, but for me, it's a good compromise knowing that there's nothing negative about it. But,
we're going. This is how you start your show. I like this. No big introduction. You just turn it on.
It's not necessary.
You're the man. No one else can pull that off.
They really could. They just need to do it. If you just didn't worry, if everybody just didn't worry, they would just do it.
I suppose you're right. So whatever will we talk about today? Is there